As the Internet of Things continues to grow, what if that could include your brain? Researchers at Northwestern University may be one step closer to making it a reality. A neuroscientist and a business professor says he's working on a smart chip for the brain, and he's working with Silicon Valley to do so. The chips, in theory, could increase your intelligence and interact with the world around you. Now, there are already about 40,000 people in the United States with smart chips, but are only approved for medical use. To unpack this, we turn to legal and media analyst Lionel, someone who does not need a chip to be smart because he was born awfully intelligent. Thanks for joining us, Lionel.
Are they kidding, Scotty? If it says smart, it's dumb.
Okay, gotcha.
Rule number one.
Okay.
Number two, if you're hearing about it, it's 5 years old. Now, I read this article. Somebody said, we can have this really cool chip, and we can connect it with Wikipedia, the Rosetta Stone of fake news. Oh, you're going to be so smart. Let me ask you something. Scotty, how would you feel if your child were in a class and little Tabitha on row 3 had the chip, but your child doesn't? Is this going to be almost like an intellectual version of steroids? Could you say, wait a minute, do poor people get this too? And by the way, Scotty, they couldn't affect anything as far as your disposition, could they? They couldn't say, you know, that's Scotty now. She's acting up. Let me dial her down a little bit. There we go. That's more. That's the Scotty we like. Are people out of their mind? Would you? You're an intelligent woman. Scotty, would you ever have this done?
Well, how do you know I haven't? I'm just kidding with you. It sounds very, yeah, I'm just saying. It sounds very Stepford Wives meet Stephen King, and the fact that there's so many that already have it. I understand for heart reasons, or for health reasons, whether it's pacemakers or blood.
Right.
I understand that, and then you see that with your smartwatches, which, by the way, this isn't a dumb watch. That's the one.
Dumb watch?
It's not a dumb watch, but the question with this that I'm a little bit worried about, who has the controls? I mean, talk about ultimate power of the world. And like I said, we're just setting ourselves up for failure.
Thank you.
Especially at the same time, Lionel, we've had this conversation about artificial intelligence. So
Yes.
now we're going to trust the robot to control us.
Thank you.
What could go wrong?
Thank you. Thank you. And also, who knows? You know, maybe it's all this, I don't know, this weird parallel universe that we're in. But let me ask you this. You said this. What if I were to say to you, for example, let's talk about that pacemaker. Ooh, that's so-and-so. Isn't he the leader of that coup from that country we don't like? Oh, there you go. Hey, Scotty, you got that thought? We already have the Internet of Things. We're also, right now, bathed in 5G. Look, let me just leave you with this. This is terrific. The moment they put something into your head, I can hack it, I can steal it, I can turn it off, I can turn it on. I can affect whatever you want. What if somebody were to say, you know, I just figured out a way to take care of all those, you know, those people who are fluid? Just as an example, people who are transitional, who crypto-gendered, whatever you want to call it, I know just how to fix that. I'm going to also put these into military personnel, and let's just turn that hostility and that aggression up attack. The potential for horror is multifold, but also the fact that I read this stupid article that someone sent me in relation to this, and it starts off written probably by a child who said, oh, it's so cool because there's this acceptance, this belief that how neat, how R2-D2, how IoT of things. Scotty, we're being bathed in 5G as we speak. The president said, can't wait for 6G. We have this acceptance of, we're like technophilic. We just believe that everything is going to be beneficial, that it's going to be convenient and beneficial and safe, and that it will never fall into the wrong hands, that it will always be used for good things. Haven't we learned anything? Haven't we ever? I mean, is not right. Paranoia or conspiracy theory, but isn't rational skepticism something that we should be looking to?
Well, that's the thing, Lionel, and I think you started off the right way by saying if we're hearing about it now, we're 5 years too late. But it's never too late to have you on. Thank you for your insight, like
Indeed.
always.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.